Welcome to Marlins Way, where we find Lone Depot Park. Interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the Miami Marlins. Biggest story coming into this one is what he's been able to do at the plate recently. Absolutely on fire, Singy.
Yeah, he's been terrific, Boog. Has really made this a dangerous team. His bat's been lethal of late, and it's opening up a lot of opportunities for his teammates, too.
First pitch coming your way next. All right, just about ready for baseball. And towing the slab, Yuri Perez. But, Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
And it's strike two.
Clearly was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Lifted in the air down the left side, and that'll fall for a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Anything but pretty right there, but he'll take it every time. You'll take those bloop hits off the end of the bat all day long. It doesn't mean you put a great swing on it, but hitters deserve to get a lucky hit every now and then.
At the plate, Lars Nootbaar. Got him. And there's one down.
Well, that's a pitch, that slider from an opposite-handed pitcher that you usually see very well, but for some reason he didn't pick it up, and it just kind of got into the strike zone late. Gave up on it a little bit early.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. Popped up. Lopez puts it away for the out. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. Chris, this is an offense that puts the bat on the ball. Tough outs pretty much throughout the lineup, and they have fewer strikeouts than any other team in the league.
Yeah, Boog, and I just remember as a player, when you're going up against a club like this, it keeps you on your toes all game long because you got to make plays for your pitcher on the defense. And so an offense like that can really put some pressure on that defense. So they can swing the bats, put it in play, but I also think if they run the bases hard, it adds another element to their game.
1 and 2.
Clement off of first with 2 away. Ring him up, says Clyde Washington. That's a strikeout. 1 left for Toronto, and now the Marlins will have a crack at things. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here in Miami, and on the hill in this one, Chris Bassett. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch-to-contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They can move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Now a high fly ball out to left center. Puts it away for the out. And a quick out, number 1. And time now for the Marlins lineup. Of course, a big piece for them is their DH, Griffin Conine.
Well, these days we know teams, they put a game plan together for every hitter in a lineup. But a guy like this, they circle him, make sure he doesn't beat you. So they put in a little extra time and effort on how they're going to approach him. He can be a huge difference maker when he's hot. So it's going to be fun to see how they try to work him right here.
And that one popped in the air, left field. And he makes the catch. And there are 2 down. It affects the game in so many ways, right? Your ability to come back is usually tied to power. If you can deliver a huge hit with 1 swing of the bat, it really changes your capability when you fall behind. Swing and a base hit. And that extends the inning.
He tries to go down and away, and the plate covered completely. A laser shot.
Connor Norby digs in now. Two gone, but the go-ahead run is at first here in game one of this three-game set. Swings and misses, struck him out. One left for Miami. We played an inning, no score. And we're back. Second inning set to go. Bo Bichette up to the dish. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Ground ball left side. Throw, picked it first, got him.
Good stretch there to make the play. It looks like someone added a little yoga to their daily routine, if you ask me.
Will Wagner next up for the Blue Jays. On the ground right side. And it finds its way through for a hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
Man at first with one gone. And next is the designated hitter, Nathan Lucas. And a swing and a miss. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Got away with that curveball, no doubt about it. It passed right through the heart of the strike zone, and he just couldn't get the bat on it. When you strike out on one like that, that's when you start having conversations with yourself, and they're not usually very friendly.
Two outs. Right back to him on the mound. In plenty of time to first, and that is the third out of the inning. Blue Jays held in check. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back here at Lone Depot Park, we head to the bottom of the second, and now for the Marlins, Jesus Sanchez. Next one is off the plate. 2 balls and a strike. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup. Clyde Washington doing the umpiring behind the dish in this one. Sometimes considered a bit of a pitcher's umpire, Singy.
He likes the low ball, which traditionally favors pitching, but you know, hitters today are pretty good at dropping their barrel down, so we'll see how it goes in this one.
Swings and lines a base hit into left field. So a man on base to start the inning.
We don't see this a whole lot anymore where hitters with 2 strikes are willing to shorten up, tighten up, and try to hit the ball back up the middle other way. He was trying to hit that hole, I believe. Very good at bat with 2 strikes.
Next to hit, Davison De Los Santos. Next offering is in for a strike. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Sanchez aboard here at first with nobody out. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there's one down.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
And now it's going to be Dane Myers. And a foul ball. Swing, and he breaks his bat. Gets it to first. They get him, but it was pretty close.
Well, that actually works out for the hitter. If it's not a broken bat, it's hit hard enough for a double play. But with the slower roller, defense does a nice job at least getting one out of it.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Ramirez getting ready to hit. That one misses, and it's 2-1. The pitch. Chop back up the middle. Bichette. The throw to first, and that is that. Marlins leave one. We'll move to the third with no score. Welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers. The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing, and it's popped straight up. He makes the grab. One away. So the lineup flips over, and here is Ernie Clement. One out, bases empty. And that one is lifted in the air. Myers. He makes the catch, and there's two down. Lars Nootbaar will hit next. Popped up to the left into foul ground. And that is that. Nothing across here this half. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. No score. Welcome back as we take a check of the current standings. And a swing and a miss.
1-2.
This to third. Clement slings it across. One up, one down.
Now batting, the second baseman.
Otto Lopez now at the plate. Ripped on a line. Nootbaar pulls it down, and there's two gone.
Now batting, center fielder.
And now the center fielder, Alex Call. Two out, space is empty. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. Up the middle. On the run, throw to first. Safe at first, and an infield single keeps the inning going.
Did a nice job getting there. Good throw, but very difficult to get anybody on that one as far as you had to go and throw. You know?
Yeah, no question. Two outs, runner at first. Digging in, Griffin Conine. Taps softly to the right side. Wagner. Third out. On to the fourth, still scoreless. Start of the fourth. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Singing, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He is the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
Anthony Santander at the plate. Santander working through some struggles lately. Next offering is in for a strike.
Yeah, they say baseball is a game of failure, and that's true even for longtime major leaguers. Sometimes you'll have tough stretches.
There's a swing and a drive. To the warning track, makes the catch.
It was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
So digging in, Bo Bichette. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count's full. Gets a piece and stays alive. Fourth inning underway, no score. Lined, and that's a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those spots or things can get away from you awfully quickly.
And now for the Jays, Will Wagner. And that's a little bit high. 2-1. Bichette leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. We're midway in the fourth. We're tied 0-0. Back here in Miami, and now here is Connor Norby. That's a little bit low.
You know, these Marlins just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
That could jumpstart an offense that's really struggled to score in this one. Don't want to wake a team up with the free pass.
Jesus Sanchez, the next up for the Marlins. Hit hard, should be extra bases. Lead runner around second. Norby rounds third, headed for the plate. He scores and they have the lead.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. So up next, Davison de los Santos. One on, nobody out, a run in. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Out to short. One out in the bottom of the fourth.
Now batting the left fielder.
Dane Myers digs in now. One out and a runner at second. That one missing inside.
2-1.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. He's got it. 2 away.
Now batting the catcher.
Agustin Ramirez, the next up for the Marlins.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
In there at the knees, and the count is 1-2.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Fires over to Guerrero. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. Marlins get a run on the RBI double. It's now 1-0. We go to the top of the fifth, and now Nathan Lucas. Swings and misses. And the count 1-2. Struck him out looking. In steps the man they call Captain Kirk. This guy, one of the best defensive catchers going. You talk about framing, the ability to block, catch, and throw. He is at the top of the game. Up and in, 3 balls and a strike.
Really good athlete, and many times we talk about, the feet of infielders. This catcher as well, really quick feet. He's able to recognize the pitch, see the trajectory, and get into a spot where he can block those balls and keep them from going to the backstop.
Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Textbook bat control right there. Got a pitch on the outside, saw it deep into the zone, and just barreled it up, went the other way for the knock. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
And now it's Dalton Varsho. Here's a 1-1. And the slider just misses. Man at second. Slides, but he can't come up with it. Into third now. So runners at the corners and 1 out.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Just a simple ground ball the other way. They've had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole. Tying runs now just 90 feet away. Just got to be wary of that double play, though. That would strand him in any inning.
Off the mark there. And the count 2-1.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
And a base hit on the line. In comes the runner from third, and it's an RBI single. It's 1-1.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Go ahead run on base. Now at the plate, Lars Nootbaar. That one finds the zone. 1-2. Varsho on second. Clement at first. One gone. Here's a 1-2.
Whoa.
In the dirt.
2-2.
No advance. Good job behind the dish. And a swing and a miss. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Toughest pitch to hit. Fastball on the outer black. Man, sometimes you just got to tip your cap.
And now the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And a swing and a miss. Make it 7 strikeouts for him.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Swing and a chopper out to short. Bichette whips it to first. 1 up, 1 down.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
Otto Lopez, the next up for the Marlins. Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. Liner, base hit.
Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Here's the center fielder, Alex Call. On the ground left side, 6, 4, 3. It's a double play, and that'll do it for the inning.
They made it look easy, but it started with a nice feed to the second baseman from the shortstop. Perfect turn, and they're out of this jam.
And we're back, all set for the top of the 6th. And now the Toronto cleanup hitter, Anthony Santander.
Well, both sides equally as strong, so not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
Next pitch is outside.
Well, these Blue Jays, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Gets to it, on to first. In time to get him. 1 away in the strikeout.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
So digging in, Bo Bichette. Just missed.
Now just about to hit that century mark. 100 pitches for this game. Almost 100 pitches through 5 1/3 innings. I'm thinking he's probably done in the next couple of batters.
Just missed.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
Check swing, and he went. That's strike 2.
3-2.
All tied up, and we're the top half of the sixth. Now a pop-up on the infield. Norby makes the catch for the out. Will Wagner next up for the Blue Jays. On the ground. On to first. That's out number 3. Offense held in check there. Heart of the order, 3, 4, 5 coming up. All tied 1-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton in the booth, and leading off the bottom of the 6th, Griffin Conine. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count 1-2. On the ground, right side. Fires over to Guerrero. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
Third baseman, number 1, Connor Norby.
And up next for Miami, Connor Norby. One down, base is empty. Inside corner for a strike, and it's 1-2. Activity in the bullpen. Chad Green getting ready to go. Stewart warming up as well. To third, Clement. Over to first, and that quickly 2 away.
The right fielder, number 7, Jesus.
And at the plate for Miami, Jesus Sanchez. And that one is in for a strike. And he hits a ground ball right side, and it goes just foul. In the air, left side. And it falls. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with 2 strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
Here comes the manager out of the Blue Jays dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. That's it for Chris Bassett, and that was a start he can feel pretty good about. Tie ball game, and new pitcher when we get back. New pitcher now for the Jays, Jimmy Garcia. He last pitched 2 days ago. So man aboard, Davison De Los Santos getting ready to hit. Swing and a miss, struck him out. So the Jays pen does its job nicely there. 7th inning coming up, all tied 1-1. New pitcher now, Seth Martinez.
And this could be a tough first test for him right here. His numbers against lefties aren't great this season.
Close, but called a ball. And it's 2-1.
That one called just inside, I think, and on the mound, he's trying to get a little bit of an explanation. Doesn't seem to be too bothered by it, though, but he clearly thought it clipped the corner.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Sanchez hauls it in, and there's one away.
Up next to the Blue Jays.
Here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. Base is empty, one away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Next offering is fouled back. 1-2 now. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. One down, base is empty. Struck him out without a swing. Fastball at the letters, frozen for strike 3.
Well, that's not the best 2-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
Here's the 2-2. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Sanchez makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field, and there's one down.
Now batting, the catcher,
Now it's the Marlins catcher, Agustin Ramirez. Swings over the top of that one.
1-2.
That one close, ruled the ball. The count now 2-2.
Well, clearly not too happy with the call there. Thought he caught the top of the zone, and you could pretty much read his lips saying, that's not up.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. Now 2 out.
Well, he didn't get the call on the mound the pitch before. Felt like he should have had him looking, I think. But, you know, that's good composure right there. He found a way to come back with another good pitch to get him to swing and miss.
Now it's the shortstop. Two down, nobody on. And that's fouled off. Started after the 1-2 pitch, appeal to first, and he went around. Not an easy call there, but that puts an end to the inning. Nothing doing for the Marlins. Still tied 1-1. Back here in Miami, all set for the start of the inning. Now the third baseman, Ernie Clement. Tap foul at the plate. Here's a 1-2. Got him. Now one away. Lars Nootbaar, the next to hit. One down, base is empty. On the ground to the left, and that's just foul. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. On the ground, right side. Tosses to the pitcher, covering the bag. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th.
the first baseman,
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. next up for the Blue Jays. Two down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th. That one down the line, and foul ball. Got him swinging. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays. Score remains tied 1-1. Chad Green will take over here.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing work behind him. They'll have to be on their toes with him on the bump.
Back to the top of the order. Stepping in, Otto Lopez. That misses the zone, and it's 2-1.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
And a 2-1 on the way. Line drive. Hauls it in. One away.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
And now for the Marlins, Alex Call. All tied up here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Movement in the Blue Jays bullpen. Ryan Burr up and loosening in the pen. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
Now it's the DH, Griffin Conine. And that's through there for a strike. 1-2. On a line out towards center. Varsho makes the grab. That is the inning. And the Marlins down quietly. Score remains deadlocked at 1. And we're back. We go to the 9th. Now the Toronto 4-hole hitter, Anthony Santander. Right side, hard hit. Tosses to first, and the leadoff man retired here in the 9th. And now the shortstop, Bichette. One down, base is empty. Out to short. Lays out. Oh, it's off his glove. No throw, and they can't get the out. And now Will Wagner. And a count 1-2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Fouls it off, still 1-2.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
And that one hit to first, and that's a foul ball. Misses the zone for a ball. That was the sweeper. And that one lifted in the air, center field. Call settles under it. That's out number 2. Next is the designated hitter, Nathan Lucas. Two gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. And that one fouled off. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. One hit, one left. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4, 5, 6 coming up. All tied 1-1. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Jeff Hoffman. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Connor Norby. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Makes the grab, one down. And up next for Miami, Jesus Sanchez. Base is empty, one away. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field.
There you go. Winning run is aboard with one down. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
So up next, Davison De Los Santos. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that's down and away.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
1 down, winning run on first. High fly ball out to center field. Varsho moving under it. And there's 2 down.
Now back, let's play.
And at the plate for Miami, Dane Myers. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days. You would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up.
And a base hit right there. Throw comes in quickly, but the winning run is now in scoring position. 2 away.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Good extension on that swing. Took the pitch on the outside part of the plate and drove it up the middle. He let it travel just enough. Winning run in scoring position now, so a clutch AB could end this one.
Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Runner around third on his way to the plate. In comes the winning run. A walk-off win in the bottom of the 9th.
Well, you come into the 9th inning, it's a tied ball game. No one really wants to play extra, so everyone's looking at how we can get this game over with in regulation. Well, they got the run they needed, put one up, and they put one in the win column.
And your final score here today, 2-1. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.